We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. Off we go from downtown Indianapolis. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida. It's Anthony Richardson.
Mike, when you look around the league, there's just not a lot of quarterbacks that look and can play to the style of Anthony Richardson. He can make every throw on the field. He's big. He can run for power, run with speed. As he continues to iron out some of those flaws from coming out of college, he lost his rookie season to injury. Here in year two,
a big hole. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this one out. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And here we see Dak Prescott taking the field, Mike, coming off what a lot of people thought was an MVP caliber season. He finished runner-up, of course, to Lamar Jackson. And people love to nitpick Dak's game. I don't know if it's because he plays for the Cowboys and people love to hate. But regardless, he is as talented as they come. He is the leader of that team. He needs to have the postseason success that he has found in the regular season. Once he does that, I'm not sure what's left to nitpick.
Second down, Prescott. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Reaction to a racial slur has turned deadly.
Everything started last Tuesday around 1:30 p.m. in the drive-thru of this Dunkin' on South 50th Street. Tampa police say a 77-year-old customer was upset over the lack of service he was.
You're telling me. Reaction to a racial slur has turned deadly.
Everything
started to go now on 1st and 10. Again, Prescott to the air. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Cowboys.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
Toward the sideline, that's pulled in by Lamb.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll throw again. Dak. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
This one is caught by Turpin.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
This pass right side, caught by Lamb. Third and a yard. To the air again, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And he's going to have a Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 12 facing fourth down. He's got room to roam. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Prescott again. That one taken in. Devontae Turpin. Touchdown, Dallas. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Cowboys come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Anthony Gould now to return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Colts offense ready to get going with their second possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. deep ball for Mitchell. He's got it! And he will score again! And 9, Mitchell. Touchdown, Indianapolis. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. This is turning into a monster game. Let's keep an eye on this. 3 touchdown catches alone in the first half. Could be a record-setting game. Now Gay for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Colts will even this score. $21 all. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Now this is going to be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. This one tight throughout, all level at 21, as they'll search for a go-ahead score. Prescott on first down. That's going to be intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys... celebrate.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Richardson. That is brought in at the 10. And he's got another one. And 9, Mitchell. Touchdown, Indy. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. Gay to add the PAT. His kick is good. And the Colts go up by 7, 28-21. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He's got that complete to Turpin. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Now a second down throw for Prescott. This one is caught by Turpin. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Second down, Prescott. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. That's going to be caught. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark. But he is short. They've held him on 4th down.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times to go for it on.
Mike McCarthy not happy with that call, and he has thrown the challenge flag. What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over at their own 14-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Powerful running there, stiff-arming his way for a gain of 6. From the shotgun, it's Dak. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback.
Trying to avoid tacklers there, but the ball is out. And the defense has it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage. And I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight. But it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself. And in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose and
remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Now Dowdle. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
First down, Prescott. There's that man again, another catch. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And those numbers tell a lot of the story of this first half, don't they, Mike? I mean, it's easy to see why he was a central piece in this game plan, and he makes another grab there to add to this growing stat line.
Here's 1st and 10. Prescott now. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Now we get whistles. Time has run out. The first quarter has come to an end. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll throw again. Dak. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. Here's a run. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Cowboys. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys have come back to level things. It's 28 all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Colts offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. A throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
There's no doubting the fact, Mike, they've made a clear point in saying we need to get this guy the ball as often as possible. And so far, they've had great success when they have gotten him the ball. I think defensively at some point, you've got to find a way to get this duo out of this rhythm or they're going to be in for a long game. Richardson
will give it to Taylor. And he'll get this just past the 45 as he's taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. That's complete. Kylan Granson. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. From the gun, Richardson. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, it's Taylor. He'll maneuver his way down to the 32. Ozzie Smith, the former 1st-round pick, takes the play. He gets this complete to Granson. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. Give up the middle to Taylor. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. On 2nd down, Richardson. That's the He gets this complete to Granson. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. Give up the middle to Taylor. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. On 2nd down, Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. Taylor loses the football. The Cowboys have it. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone And the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Out of his own end zone, Prescott. That pass pinballing around, and it ends up in the hands of the receiver. Wow. They'll run with Dowdle. That one is snuffed out. Going to lose yardage. Back to the 3. Back near his goal line, Prescott. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. That is caught. Cooks gets the grab. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Dowdle. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. On 2nd down, it's Dak. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. On fourth down, they snap it to Dak. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme.
They'll run on first down with Taylor. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. They get 15 on that game. That's good for a Colts first down. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he'll be taken down. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Highland Branson. Touchdown, Colts. So the numbers starting to pile up here early. We haven't reached halftime, and he's already thrown 4 touchdown passes. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Colts add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Prescott. Off he goes.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. That's taken in. And he's going to have a Cowboys first down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Prescott again. To the left side, punt by Lamb. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To the air again. Prescott. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. They'll throw again. Dak. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Cooks. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Again, Prescott to the air. That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Zaire Franklin.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. There's that man again, another catch. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. On 1st and 10, Prescott. This pass right side taken in by Cooks. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. That's into the hands of Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a 1st down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's pushing tacklers away as he takes it forward for a gain of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And this drive's gonna continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. To the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. To throw is Dak. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Dallas. Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys will cut the deficit to 7. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Gould on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7. Second down and 3. They'll go again here with Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down. He's up to the 45-yard line. From the gun, Richardson. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Throwing is Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. The drive will start on the ground, and he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. Taking off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Second down and 8. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. He's got that complete to Turpin. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. On 2nd down, it's Dak. And he's going to go down, a sack. But we do have a penalty marker on the field. Let's get the call. Now it is 1st and goal. They'll run the sneak. Looking for that crease inside, and that did not break the play. No doubt about it. They are going to mark him short. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. That's 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Deron Bland.
You know, Mike, anytime you decide you're going to air it out, backed up on your own goal line, the defense understands the risk. They understand the quarterback wants to get that ball out of his hand fast. They're going to take some chances, jump some routes, and they're lucky that wasn't a pick six, and instead, just resulting in that turnover.
Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line. Second down, Prescott. That is brought in at the 10. A big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field, and that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. That's on Tyler Guyton, the tackle. Now a second down throw for Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Here's Dak to throw. Open man, that's the veteran, Cooks. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. Prescott to throw it on 4th down. Got his man at the 6. To the air again, Prescott. And he's in. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys will even the score here in the 3rd. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Richardson to throw. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that 1st down play. The open man is the tight end, Granson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Wow, how dangerous after the catch. That one goes for 27 yards in all. On 2nd down, Richardson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. He's got his tight end, Granson. And he will get into the end zone. Highland Granson. Touchdown, Indianapolis. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Colts will go up by 7. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Cooks. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he'll get about 5. Now Dowdle. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. To the left side, caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal. He has been busy. 15 catches in this game. Wow. Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is 1st down and goal. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds. He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches, and I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch.
It is brought in the end zone. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Colts offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And a short pickup past the 25. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He gets this complete to Mitchell. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Indianapolis. They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. On 1st down, it's Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, fourth quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Richardson. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he will score. Tyler Goodson. Touchdown, Indy. So that will tie the NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. First done by Sid Luckman with the Bears in 1943. And then Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 1954. We've waited a long time. Now they have company. Now Gay for the extra point. He's got it. And the Colts will go up by 7. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll run with Dowdle. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. They'll stick with him again. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Critical.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. That's into the hands of Turpin. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return. When it does, I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates in position.
That is caught at the 3. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Adonai Mitchell. Touchdown, Colts. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. And that's his game mark. Jerry Rice did it in 1990. Kellen Winslow Sr. 1981. Bob Shaw all the way back in 1950. They have company with the 5-touchdown reception game in this one. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and veteran Brandon Cooks getting set for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Gay to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Colts will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But, see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Prescott. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. And more of the same. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think I did.
That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
First down, Prescott. Now he'll air one out. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy.
He works free, right side. Still going. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 89 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys are able to edge a bit closer. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Richardson. He'll tuck it and take off. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And a short pickup down to the 21. A 2nd down throw for Richardson. He'll go right and find his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. A 1st down throw for Prescott. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. It is 2nd and a yard. Back to throw is Prescott. That one downfield for Cooks. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to air this one out. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Prescott again. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Again, Prescott to the air. That is caught. Hooks gets the grab.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a...
And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. They get 19 on that pass play. That's good for a Colts 1st down. And that's the record. That catch puts him past Flipper Anderson of the Rams for the most receiving yards in one game. The record was 336. It has stood since 1989, but it is broken here. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. his tight end, Branson. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit. Throwing on second down, Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Out of shotgun, Richardson.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
The offense staying out there for this 4th and goal. Richardson gonna look to throw.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Going up top. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there, and we're likely down to a final snap. Here we go. One final play. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win for the Colts. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big first quarter lead, and did not look back as they cruise in this one.
Like this is a default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Philadelphia. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard's Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player and the most exciting player, not just at his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Darius Slay with the stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Complete, Derrick Henry. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Out of the gun, Henry. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Darius Slay with the stop. Offense in the hurry up here. This is Henry on second. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. Now Jackson on third down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. He gets loose down the right side. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. So that right there, exactly what you're looking for in the opening drive of a game.
And these opening drives are tone setters. You come out flat, maybe you go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, Kate, but here they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
Justin Tucker to try the point after. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in, but it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Offense up to the line fast. Going to the ground again on first. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On second down, here's Barkley. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. On third down, it's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Hurts now on fourth. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, a run with Barkley. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Working quickly here. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And this one doesn't go far. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They're going to throw it on third and long. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. Offense in the hurry up here. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Hurts throwing again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Throwing on third and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. On fourth down, Hurts. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on fourth down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Into the hands of Walker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's taken in by Henry. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Zach Bond with the tackle.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 2nd down, here's Henry again. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. And the Birds bring out the nickel look. 3rd down coming up. Running once more with Henry. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Working quickly here. Henry will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. Offense in the hurry up here. Trying to run with Henry. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. 4th down, here's Jackson. Throw caught by his running back. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Tucker on for the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Ravens drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. From his own end zone, here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Now for the 2nd time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. On 1st down, Hurts. Forced out to his right. Oh, he makes the catch. Impressive grab, but he should have let it go. They're going to lose yards.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Hurts to throw. Taken in by Smith. It's a gain of 22. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Running back sent in motion. First down throwing for Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. Working the sideline, that's Goddard. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They kick the running back in motion. Now Hurts on 3rd and long. Barkley's got it. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Working quickly here. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Throw is caught by the back. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. They're set up at the 35 now. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's 2nd and 14. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Running back sent in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and long. He's on the move. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. And now they're staring at a 4th down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Hurts now from the gun. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
A 50% hit rate on 4th down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down throw for Jackson. He put everything he had into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Cooper to Gene in to pick it up. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
You know, I don't mind taking that risk, especially on early downs. You try to shot downfield, it doesn't work. But, Kate, the good news, you've got 2 more downs to try to find a first.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Hurts looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have... Now Hurts. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Offense in the hurry up here. Hurts now on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Throwing here, Hurts. That pass caught by Dotson. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Hurts throwing again. Chased out to his right. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Ravens push their lead to 21-zip. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this drive will start inside the 25. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Offense up to the line fast. They go to Barkley again. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Barkley. And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Brandon Stevens has it. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick 6 touchdown. Tucker on for the extra point. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Ravens grow their lead yet again. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Chooses to bring this one out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And the last two drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense has eaten, it's been a tough watch.
It's Dotson on the catch. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Working quickly here. From the 28. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens blowing them out now, 34-zip. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens continue piling on to this lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, got to play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a third consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just
there he goes on the right side. Into the red zone. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers. And sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Steven Sims with the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's 2nd and 2. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cooper to Jean in to pick it off. And the Eagles get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And they pick him off again! And the Ravens take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Baltimore running its offense out now. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. First down, here's Lamar. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Caught by Flowers. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens continue adding on to that lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. The Eagles and receiver Devontae Smith returning to the field. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Offense up to the line fast. Here's another carry for Barkley. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 1st down, Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3. Working the sideline, that's Goddard. Pickup of a few as he heads out of bounds.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. And my hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing again is Lamar. Andrews with the catch. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens continue dominating in our opening half. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Jackson throwing for it. On the move, headed right. And he's into the end zone, so the blowout continues as they tack on 2 more. Well, that right there was a beautiful bit of short field artistry, partner, netting them a couple more points following the touchdown.
I love that word, artistry, because that's what you are as a quarterback, right? You have got to sometimes create a picture when there is none there. And this QB, more than capable of doing it, that just so infuses everyone around you with so much confidence, because it didn't have to be perfect. He could scramble and still find a way to create one heck of a beautiful painting.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Hurts. Headed out right. This one finds Goddard. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Back to throw, Hurts. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And he's going to...
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that when Anthony Richardson came out of the draft,
Ball picking. Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And off we go from Lucas Oil Stadium. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's stopped on a return at the 27. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. Bringing them out to 4th overall pick in 2023 out of Florida. A super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that when Anthony Richardson came out of the draft out of Florida, he was the greatest all-around athlete we'd ever seen at quarterback. 240 pounds, running 4.4, jumping 40 inches. He was out of Florida. He was the greatest all-around athlete we'd ever seen at quarterback. 240 pounds, running 4.4, jumping 40 inches. He was the envy of defensive ends and linebackers that couldn't put up those numbers. Now, it's taken all those athletic traits and squeezing them into the quarterback position, maximizing all that physical talent to become the superstar he can be.
That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. 2nd down carry for Taylor. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Offense up to the line fast. 1st down throw here from Richardson. This one finds Taylor. And he reaches the 30 before going out of bounds. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
First and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. It's his running back. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the gun, Taylor. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Working quickly here. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Taylor makes the catch. And this one does not go far. Offense in the hurry up here. They're going to turn to Taylor on third down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 2 yards on that run. That's going to bring up 4th and 6. Here's Matt Gay for the Colts field goal. This will be around a 33-yarder for him. Up and good from Fairbairn. And the opening drive, the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 14. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So here come the Bears as they get set for their debut series. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
Caleb was one of the most hyped prospects ever out of college football, and I'm not speaking out of turn or any hyperbole there. That's why he was the #1 pick. And you put on his highlight reel, Kate, you can put that highlight reel against anybody the last 50 years. The way that he creates and extends plays, the ways that he can run and still sling it, totally. Centricity that is unique and really not common coming into the league as well. A superstar in the making.
DeAndre Swift on the ground. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. Offense up to the line fast. Out of the gun, here's Williams. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And he did to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3 and out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. They're going for this. They can't connect as the coverage comes through. The 4th down stand.
Okay, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There's not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. On target to his man, Taylor. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Richardson on 3rd. Throwing the out route complete.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their 2nd drive. And they sure surprised us, going for 2 in that spot on their last drive. Not sure we're going to see that call come out here again. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Williams from the gun. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Here's Swift on 2nd down. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Third down. Here's Williams. He has the first over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Working quickly here. First down, Williams. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Williams to throw on first. That's complete. Cole Kmet. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brought down by Julian Blackman. Offense in the hurry up here. Working from the gun, Williams. Able to get it to Moore. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Offense up to the line fast. First down throw by Williams. It's taken in by Roman Dunze. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. He's on the move. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. From the red zone now. Hopkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Trying again, following the sack. Oh, they're on him, but he's dropped again. Working quickly here. Williams with 3rd and long. Allen on the catch. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down the completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So on 4th down, now is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And after using an early one... Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Return coming from the 6. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set. Here's Richardson. Hits him on the out route. And defenders are there to get him at the line. That was Darrell Taylor in to make the stop.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun. Handoff to Taylor. And he's brought down for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Has him on the quick hitter. Get some space around midfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Taylor now up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. This one taken in by Granson. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. 12 yards on that play and a good call, and that's in the 1st.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that, all that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game, you gotta snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. To rock this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. One of guys there, and it's intercepted. Kenny Moore with the pick. And the Colts are going to get the football inside the enemy 40.
So many of these NFL facilities we travel around, and we see signage all over the place. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's about protecting it offensively, and it's about doing just that, taking it away defensively.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Offense up to the line fast. On 1st down, it's Richardson. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. It's to space right side. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. 1st down from the red zone. Taylor makes the catch. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Extra point converted by Gay. And the Colts take a 3-possession lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there one play before they were picked off.
They're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Swift hauls it in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Williams from the gun. Finds his target, Allen. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Williams to throw on first. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off Zaire Franklin. And the Colts have the football at what looks to be the 37-yard line. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Working quickly here. First down throw here from Richardson. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Straight ahead with Taylor. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Richardson on third. Into traffic, complete. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And that extends the lead to 20.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, got to play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a third consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. He rolls to his right. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. Third down coming up.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Working from the gun, Williams. Forced out to his right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. On fourth down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And the Colts will take over. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. On target to his man Taylor. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Richardson now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First and goal, here's Taylor. Is in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts making this a laugher before halftime. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Choosing to bring it out deep in the end zone. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Colts grow their lead off the turnover. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I can hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
But that quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Bears about set for their next possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Was hoping to get... So it's 2nd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered gate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pass caught by Adunze. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Catch made by Allen. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Offense up to the line fast. 1st down, here's Swift. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st down, Williams. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 23. He's got him, that's Swift. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Working quickly here. On 3rd down, here's Swift. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 1st down throw by Williams. Chased out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And he has the Chicago touchdown! The Bears fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Caleb Williams, the touchdown! Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Throwing the out route complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Offense in the hurry up here. There's a handoff for Taylor. And he's taken down after a short rush and about the 36. Offense up to the line fast. They go again with Taylor. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. A dose of the hurry up offense here.
19 tight.
Now Richardson on 4th down. Throw caught by his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
On the move, headed right. And the first down pass set away by a defender, incomplete. He was looking Keenan Allen's way there. And that'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Escapes the pocket. Hits him on the out route. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Kenny Moore there to make the stop.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Williams to throw on third. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Space on the right, and he's got room. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts grow their lead yet again. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Back out runs their offense. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick six. Need short memories here as they head back out. First and 10 now from the 30. After the pick, here's Williams. Throw reeled in by Allen. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Here's Williams. And they pick him off again! Picked off Zaire Franklin. And the Colts get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
On first down, it's Richardson. Taylor makes the catch. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Working quickly here. Richardson now on first and 10. Got his target, it's Granson. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Taylor gets it on first and 10. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Timeout Indianapolis, that's its second. Nice spot here for the offense, it's 2nd and 1. Taylor again, and he gets in, touchdown! The Colts get more points to end a lopsided first half. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Gay with the point after. And the Colts continue piling on to this lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And they pick him off again. That's Julian Blackman. And the Colts will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game. It happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
Fits it through the middle. And forget the field goal, Brock. They reach the end zone to end this first half on a high note. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. We're to the halfway point from Indianapolis with the Colts. Understood. Some people would rather get right back to the field to play. And so we will as we advance to the start of the second half. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Komet brings it in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Williams to throw on first. Has his man, it's Odunze. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Has the connection to Odunze. Oh, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
The Colts and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a... Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Bears pick it up, headed the other way. And he's going to return this to the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears start the second half with some needed points. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping off that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on a scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
Offense trying to add to the defensive effort and turn 6 points into 8. Throwing now, following the turnover. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off Zaire Franklin. And they aren't going to get there. He's pushed out of bounds, and the try for 2 does not work. Really seemed like they were trying to get as much momentum as possible out of that series of events, didn't it? Big play like a fumble return, Brock. They wanted to add another big moment with that 2-point try.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all, even if they did fail. Kind of like a big play we see all the time, right? The offense will get right back to the line. Don't let that defense breathe. I don't mind it, even if the execution wasn't there.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Bears will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
Williams from the gun. That throw finds Komet. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Offense in the hurry up here. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Offense up to the line fast. Working from the gun, Williams. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Pass caught by Odunze. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears parlay the interception into points. It's a Odunze touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play, right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Colts offense set to head out. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. They're out and set, first and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. Working quickly here. from the 31. This one finds Taylor. Pick up of a few as he heads out of bounds.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Richardson on third. That's the rookie from Texas hauling it in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. They're going Taylor. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Connects on the crosser. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Offense in the hurry up here. From the gun, Taylor. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. Offense up to the line fast. Taylor can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line too. Running with Taylor. And he will get into the end zone for an Indianapolis. The Colts trying to end this before the final quarter. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown, his 3rd of the game on the ground. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score, don't let it go to 4th and goal, and he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
The other side, beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Colts continue adding on to that lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Bears and Roma Dunze headed back out on offense. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the 3rd. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Bails out of the pocket quick. He'll try and run this. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
First down throw by Williams. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Jones. And the Colts capitalize on yet another interception thrown in this game.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him in this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
First down throw here from Richardson. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
On target to his man Taylor. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. This one taken in by Granson. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. First down from the red zone. Hits him on the out route. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Second down carry for Taylor. And another stop along the line. Defense with a great couple of back-to-back reps. Third and long for him here. Quick slant complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts tack on 7 more to their lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. This offense making its way back out now. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got full quarter still to go. First down, Williams. Allen on the catch. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
And they pick him off again! And the Colts have it once again after yet another interception.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
On first down, it's Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it. You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Got his target, it's Granson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now a handoff to Taylor. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Working quickly here. To throw, Richardson. Cut near the goal line. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. Well, 2 left on the table there. Forget the goal line, Brock. They barely got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, to me right there, Kate, that's a sign this defense did their homework, studied their tendencies. Yeah, no way that running back was going to get that one in, not with that force of the defense coming at him.
This offense ready to get going again now. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. Williams to throw on first. He's got him, that's Swift. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Has his man, it's Odunze. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Here's Williams. And they pick him off again! And the Colts will get possession up towards midfield as they take the interception up beyond the 40.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and is clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Taylor makes the catch. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Offense in the hurry up here. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Completed to his running back. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Taylor now up the middle. And he's tackled with a first down yardage. Working quickly here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hits his running back. He gets forward, that's about 4 yards. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. Straight ahead with Taylor. And he's got a decent gain before being... All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw, here's Richardson. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. And he missed it. It's no good. And they're unable to pile another 3 onto that lead.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul, somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
Throw reeled in by Allen. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Here's 2nd and 2. Able to get it to Moore. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Chicago first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down, and they go right back to it. And he ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 2nd and 3 now. Staying grounded with Swift. Oh, he loses the football. And a call to pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up with...
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. Man, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Buys time, rolling right. And the Colts get to him. He goes down. Offense in the hurry up here. Another try following the sack. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Williams from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And in for the Chicago touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call. And you remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail? It would just ring and ring and ring. It's still ringing. Fall short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board?
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense up to the line fast. Trying again following the sack. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Those are the hurry-up offense here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. Trying to throw for it with Richardson. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and it's exactly what they did.
And they get him down after a quality pickup to about the 36. 2nd and 4. Forced out to his right. Catch made by Allen. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Working quickly here. First down throw by Williams. Pass is caught at the 9. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Third and goal, it's Williams. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears putting up points in a game decided. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's got a lane up past the 30. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. Their failure on fourth down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. Hawkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here. After the sack, another pass on second down. They're on it. That's intercepted. That is Kyler Gordon. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, Williams. Chased out to his right. Allen on the catch. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He's got him, that's Swift. And they'll be at midfield here as he gets out of bounds. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Williams to throw on first. On the move, headed right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Now, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Escapes the pocket. His pass caught by Allen. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Williams to throw on third. Swift hauls it in. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Running behind center with Swift. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. Offense up to the line fast. 2nd and 6 now. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Williams will look to throw. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down from the red zone. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Roma Dudes a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So once again, the Bears trying for 2. He's throwing for it. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Nick Cross has it. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. They've got first down from the 31. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
2nd and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Dose of the hurry-up offense here. 3rd and long. It's Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Michael Pittman Jr., and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Allen there to haul it in. And he's taken down at the 30. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down. Williams from the gun. He's on the move. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down. He was looking Keenan Allen's way there. So that brings up 2nd down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Working from the gun, Williams. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down. Here's Williams. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he's in trouble. He'll go down. The Colts got him. Working quickly here. Desperation time here on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Oh, brother, it's another interception. That is Kyler Gordon. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. 2nd time they've taken one back on him, Brock. First the fumble return, and now this pick 6.
You know, I point this out to you every defensive meeting room we're in, Kate, when we sit down in these production meetings, and you can see their boards, right? These defenses keep track, and they know if they get a score defensively, their odds of winning through the roof. You get 2, it's almost a certainty.
Oh, I love seeing this, Brock. They got surprised with a pick 6, but they made absolutely sure there would not be another 2 added on.
Yeah, kind of the epitome of sudden change, especially on such short notice. Not a lot of time to get prepped on that sideline, get out there to defend the 2-point play, but they did their job and limited the damage that came from that interception.
The Colts ready to take the field. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. After the pick, Richardson back to the air. He's got it deep downfield. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts are running them out of the building. It's an Adnan Mitchell touchdown. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Has his man, it's Swift. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Chicago first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First down throw by Williams. Flushed out of the pocket. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Has it at the 7. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. The Bats got it. Touchdown, Chicago. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
And they pick him off again. Through the defense he goes, room to burn. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back. So the 2-point call does end up yielding 2 points, but it's definitely not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
No, I don't think it's the first thing on the audience's mind as they get ready to run it, but it's definitely on the defensive mind to make up for the touchdown they just gave up. They're looking for opportunities to affect the score, and this time they were able to.
And the Colts are able to bring in the kick. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He sends this one to the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on, but it doesn't work. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And they pick him off again. And the Bears take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He's got him, that's Swift. And he got this close to midfield before going out.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Buying some time right. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Oh, he was on the move, and so is the defense, and they take him down. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Offense staying out there. Look at this. They're trying 4th and 9. Williams set to pass. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. 1st and 10 from the 41. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. That's incomplete left side.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Completes this one to Granson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. And someone has officially flown higher than the Dutchman, Brock. That completion. Oh, no, they get him yet again. That is Kyler Gordon. And the Bears get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. The ones you get, you have to finish with points.
One final shot here. And that pass is dropped. Fitting. That would be their final play of the game as we've reached the end of this one. So the Colts get the win at home inside of Lucas Oil. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win.
Skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks.
Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're underway from Philadelphia. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs, but Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations around the goal line, he finds a way to get in, but it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
That's coming. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Rolling left, buying some time. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 3rd and long for him here. He's got Smith. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Hurts now on 4th. Headed out right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. Dump off caught by his back. Stiff arm success. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. 2nd and 3 now. Hurts now from the gun. That one's incomplete over the middle. That was Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense in a hurry up here. On 4th down, Hurts. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Here's 2nd and 2. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Give him 3 on that game. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Opening script working gangbusters so far. 1st and 10 now at the 29. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this. You'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Throwing here hurts. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's Hurts. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
His drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with a pick. And the Ravens will gain possession up beyond their own 20 after a nice return. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
So the Ravens offense taking over for the 1st time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard's Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, the most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a frame. To build upon.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. 1st down. Here's Lamar. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they face 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing again is Lamar. He's going deep this time. Cooper to Gene in to pick it off. And the Eagles will take over just beyond the 20 at the 21. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And as they take the field, Brock, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. I think the quarterback in particular
Yep.
right, loves a chance to have in golf a breakfast ball or a mulligan. Another opportunity to flush that first drive away.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. Able to get it to Barkley. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, a run with Barkley. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Offense up to the line fast. Second and 8. He rolls to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Deontay Hardy to return. And look at this return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Oh, hang on there. Hang on a moment. It looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Complete Derrick Henry. And he's brought down for a loss. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They have second and pretty long here. Lamar now from the gun. That's complete to Walker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Working quickly here. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Lamar throwing again. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So second down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
This is Henry on second. And he'll go down here at the 16. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Jackson now on third. He'll get this to Henry. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense in the hurry up here. They'll run here with Henry. Has the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Justin Tucker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. First and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Ravens get it back after making their third first-half interception.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Zach Bond with the tackle. Offense up to the line fast. Henry on the catch. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Out of the gun, Henry. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1. Working quickly here. That's taken in by Henry. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense in the hurry up here. Running for it. Here's Henry. And he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Just 1 play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. On first down, Hurts. That pass caught by Johnson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 48. Taken in by Smith. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Hurts throwing again. On the move, headed right. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 2nd down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to read. Throw and knock that ball away.
They kick the running back in motion. 2nd down, Hurts throwing again. Smith pulls this one in along the sideline. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Hurts now on 4th. He's got it to his running back. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Able to find Dotson here. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Completes beyond the marker. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Timeout taken by the offense. They're second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Hurts now from the gun. He's on the move. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with a throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Now Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Eagles earn the chance to tie before halftime. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down. Didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, brought the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind. But you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
He's throwing for it. And they can't connect, so nearly 8 points to end the first half, but they'll only take an extra 6 into that locker room.
I've heard great receiver coaches say, watch your fingers wrap around the ball. You know, it's pretty clear he should have had that one, and he didn't get the job done. And 2 points, well, they're left on the table.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He's back to throw. Oh, he got some air under this one. Deep depth. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Darius Slay has it. And the Eagles might be able to get some points late after the interception.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
63.
One final shot before halftime. Buys time, rolling right. He's on the move. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle. So in the interest of time, we'll bypass the halftime break and resume play with the 3rd quarter. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Hardy on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Raven offense headed out for this first series of the second half. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Into the hands of Walker. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down, here's Lamar. A quick slant here, caught by Andrews. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Lamar throwing again. Pass complete to Walker. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Offense up to the line fast. Jackson yet again. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. From the gun, run for Henry. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Jackson now on 3rd. The throw is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens grow their lead to 8. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. First and 10 now from the 30. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Broke through the tackle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Working quickly here. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Forced out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And he's out of bounds up at midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Throwing here, Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended for Jahan Dotson. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Hurts looking to throw. Pass caught by Johnson. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throw caught by his running back. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets him 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's 2nd and 11. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running with it. With a gain of 12 there. And that's good for an Eagles first down. When we bring this game to a close, Brock, I think one of the stories we're all going to be talking about is the type of showing this guy's had, not spinning the ball, but running it.
It's been just gritty. It's been determined, Kate. It's been tough. And when they needed a play, he's dug deep and he's willed this offense forward, coming through with the type of run the moment asked for.
Escapes the pocket. And his play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Offense up to the line fast. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. They're going to run with Barkley. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Hurts to throw. Buying some time right. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles start the second half with some needed points. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. His 3rd total score of this game. The Eagles lined up here. They're trying for 2 once again. Back to throw. Hurts. Chased down to his right. And now down he goes. He's sacked, and they're unable to tie this game. Ooh, this is so tough, Brock. You understand what he was trying to do, make something happen, ended up outside the pocket, but even some added creativity can't yield 2 points here.
You get down here on these 2-point conversions, the real estate just gets gobbled up in a hurry. Not only for the QB, but the receivers as well. Only so much time to try to make something work before that defender said, "Not in my house."
Walker hauls it in. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Trying down the middle with Henry. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Working quickly here. On 1st down, Jackson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. We give to Henry on the inside handoff. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll get this to Henry. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. Offense up to the line fast. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing the out route complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Working quickly here. Here's Henry. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 18 on 2nd down. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens push the lead to 2 scores now. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 32. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. That one intended for Jahan Dotson. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Hurts now from the gun. On the move, hit it right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Ravens get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
On man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Here's a give for Henry. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Offense in a hurry up here. Blitz coming, Lamar. Henry on the catch. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense up to the line fast. A give to Henry. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. From the 31. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Jackson's throwing for it. It's caught. And he's almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He'll get this one to Brown. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmys and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the 1st down.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. He's on the move. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
You know, Kate, it looked to me like this one, he leaves the pocket, and this is where you're out in the schoolyard, out on the playground, and you're looking for your buddy to find that connection. Unfortunately, receiver QB, they could not find the completion that time.
A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Now to throw. Headed out right. A throw right side, caught by Goddard. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Hurts throwing again. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
Buys time, rolling right. Pulled in by Dotson along the sideline. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance, focus in on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
To throw. He rolls to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. Smith pulls this one in along the sideline. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. He brings it in. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Hurts. Has it in close. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing here, Hurts. Chased out to his right. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. Looking to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Jahan Dotson. And that forces them to 4th and goal. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense.
And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4.
And this is going to be caught for 2, so some fight left in them. Love it. It is back to a one-score game. As we approach the final half minute of play, their comeback hopes resting on recovering this kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Ravens. And they're moments away now from celebrating a win. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. Their lead still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation. That is all that you're thinking right now is just make these plays, run out this clock so we can take one more knee and celebrate.
Big gainer here as he picks up 20. That's good for a Ravens first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, and sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. A quick slant here, caught by Andrews. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. So the Ravens will fly home with a win. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.